Hey guys, welcome back. Building big with City Skylines. This is episode 11. I'm Enigmas, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of work in the residential area, and we also have to keep an eye on our industrial area because, as you can see, everyone just up and left. There's like no demand for industrial, and all of the buildings are abandoned. I'm hoping that with all of the residential that we just put in the last episode, that all these people are going to come down here and find jobs in the industrial area, and all of this will sort itself out. We do have to keep an eye on it. One thing that I did, because it could be a little bit dry to watch, but I just wanted to do it. I straightened out all of my water pipes so that now whenever we expand, we just drag a pipe out and we get the coverage that we need as we expand. And it doesn't have all the little tertiary sort of connections that we didn't need because we're paying maintenance costs by the foot, so to speak. And by trimming it down a little bit, it should save us a little bit of money in the long haul. Not immediately, but in the long haul, I'm hoping that it'll be kind of worth it. So the first thing that I wanted to do, and I'm not 100% clear on how I made this mistake, but I did. There's a high school here, and then across the field there's another high school. I think we put that last high school in the last episode, and I thought maybe overlapping the high school and the elementary school would make people happy. But, you know, apparently I didn't make it through high school myself because we already had one right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy and we're going to move him. Because you can see everyone's happy up here. Those are the smart kids. We're going to move this one down here. We're right across from... Which one's the police? I'm guessing that one's the police. We're going to put it right beside the police so that the kids can get a daily reminder of what life is going to be like if they decide that they want to pursue a life of crime. Yes, and we did. We got it right. It's right beside the police station. So that'll be sort of like the reform school. The bad kids get sent here because they were caught smoking doobies out in the path here behind the old high school. So now what we can do, making lemons out of lemonade, is we can expand sort of the residential influence here. We've got this big open field with nothing in it, and that's just begging for an expansion of our residential coverage in this area. What we'll do is we'll kind of go up like so people kind of going this way and that way, and then we'll do like this, and we'll sort of bend a little bit. It never cooperates. Trying not to get upset with you, Bendy Road. There we go. That's pretty much exactly what we're looking for. And then we go for the one way to make our little branches like so. Wow. It's just... Wow. Look at what we had to do with that road just to get it to fit. I'm astounded, but we did it. We did it. I can't believe we're like 8 minutes into the video and all we've done is move a school and a park and do this. That's crazy. Maybe we'll trim that down a bit. If you're wondering why I'm saying 8 minutes and it's not, it's probably because we trimmed it down a little bit. It took a long time to get that done. But now we can come in here and we can zone it all to residential. And then because the people were good enough to... We don't want that. We want trees. People were good enough to put up with us. We're going to surround the school with trees so that, the kids can hide in the back behind the trees. Of course, that's what trees are good for around schools. The only people who disagree with me are the ones who don't want to agree. All right, so let's just let this go a bit, and while we're doing that, we're going to be watching the industrial area as well. Everything's kind of popping up with the residential. That's good. The residential demand is decreasing slightly. Industrial seems to have sorted itself out mostly. We've still got some abandoned buildings, but that doesn't really bother me because the residential demand is accounting for that largely. So we're going to continue. We're going to lay out another path here for the residential shenanigans, because we've already got a lot of services laid in quite nicely there. I realized after I set up these roads that I didn't take full advantage of the reason why we were setting them up this way, and that's because you can see how in the first one we have this sort of through road that comes around and goes that way, and that's sort of like if you're in the right-hand lane moving this way, you can just kind of go straight around. You don't have to stop, merge here, and then carry on, go that way. If you want to go left, you can go that way as well. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you could do. But then what we got here, we left that out, which, I mean, I tried getting a road underneath here so that we could, you know, merge it up that way, and the same thing here, and it wasn't having anything to do with that. But when we get around to it, it won't be difficult to kind of smooth this all out so that it's behaving the way that we want it to. So for now, let us do a road. Do we want to do a road off of this? Maybe we do. Why not? It's on bendy, snapping off, and the two-way kind of opportunity here coming around. And then with any luck, we can sort of lay it out all nice and tidy, like so. And then like this. And then I betcha I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go like through. Can we get it? Can we thread the needle? No. Not even close, you say? Damn. I would love to get this to just kind of tuck right under there from here. Oh no, because it wants to, is it going under or is it going on top of? No, it wants to go up. Alright, go up then. See if I care. Jerk. Stupid road. Space already occupied. God damn it. No, I don't like that. That's ugly. That's even worse. Let's bring it down from here. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this little nub here. And we'll try and bring it down from the other way and see if we can't get something that looks a little bit less ridiculous. How about like so? Like that? Space already occupied. All of the space is occupied. All of the twists in the road. Can we go like that? No. What if we go like that? It says yes. That will do. That'll do, Peg. That'll do. And we'll also prepare this for a slightly improved approach. There we go. That's not too horrible. We'll have some room for trees in here. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We don't want trees that bad. Put trees in your own damn backyard. The city's not paying for it. Such a great mayor. How did I ever get elected as a mayor with this attitude of mine? Well, the truth is I didn't. I overthrew the last mayor forcibly. And people are living here because they don't really know exactly what the history of the town is. All they really know is there's lots of room for houses that they can build. And the local insurance companies have big signs in the window, "We do not offer bulldozer insurance." That's a thing. And bring it down and connect. That's passable. We'll need to do a little bit of tidying up down here at some point in the future. And every time I say that, I end up saying, you know what, actually let's do the tidying now. Again, we're reforming our despotic ways to some extent. We can put some trees in there for sure. We can still put a few in there. And we want to check to make sure we've got water coverage, which is not bad. See, this is just like that. Don't have to do any kind of messing around. Everything's already laid out for us. We can get perfect water coverage at the drop of a hat. And then this time, we're going to remember to zone it before we start telling everybody to go ahead and move in. Continue on with your lives. We've done our bit, says the mayor, and then wonders why nobody is moving in. And because we've got a tiny bit of commercial demand And this is sort of what we've been doing with the commercial and these little triangles that we're making with the roads as we put in the commercial. We don't really want a commercial center here in the middle of this little cul-de-sac. I don't even know if you'd call that a cul-de-sac. Pretty close, but not quite. So, you know what, actually? No, I was gonna de-zone those and change them to trees, and then I said no, we're not doing that because that's silly. Trees. We're gonna bring this down. Someone, the wealthiest of the bunch, is gonna get a pretty sweet deal on some riverside property, and guess what? Before they even have a chance to move in, I'm saying nope. We're gonna do the bulldozing now because I just realized we're gonna need a road up this way as part of the traffic for when we continue to expand out this way. So what we're gonna do then is we're actually gonna lay out that road now, like so, and we'll just take it up to there. And that'll mean fewer people that we have to displace later, even though we've got the potential for some bulldozing on that bank there later on. So let's just let it run. We're set to top speed. We've got water. We've got all the services. We've got money if we need to add more power. We spent another fortune on crap that we didn't really need, but we got it anyways. Moving things around and trees, and everybody's apparently reasonably happy. Industrial demand is still extremely low. Residential demand has dropped off almost entirely. City growth is not bad, and we're earning money at a fairly reasonable pace without having adjusted our tax rates. You know what? Let's take a look at this guy just before we go. Do we have the smoke detector distribution? Let's do that. And what's Parks and Recreation? Increases decoration budget by 20%. Moderately increase, and let's do Parks and Recreation. So we're going to give you a smoke detector, and we're going to encourage you to check out the parks, and it's probably going to bankrupt us. Look at that. Already we're in the negative. We might have to repeal those policies almost immediately. Oh, we're going back the other way. Yeah, we're headed back the other way. Things are improving. The land value increase from the parks is starting to kick in. I think the tax rate has remained the same, but we're coming back around to the point where we're making money. Wow, we went from $3,000 a week in the green to way down over $1,000 a week in the red, and now we're just about to climb right back out of it. Growth is really strong right now. We've gained almost 1,000 people off of that, which is like a 25% increase since we made that change. So that worked out pretty well. Industrial is still looking for workers, but demand is still kind of low for everything. Her cat was just saved by a smoke detector. So I think that's good progress for an episode. Not necessarily the most, but some. We've got a new residential area that's starting to fill out. We've got growing command for commercial, which is still not massive, but it's growing. Our industrial area, we've got a pretty close eye on it. We know that it's just because nobody wants to drive all this way to go to work with pink grass. They're just a little bit concerned. If we change the color of the grass. Facility full. The landfill is full. We've got a busy town. City planning policies, level 4 unique buildings, oil industry specialization, heavy traffic ban, free public transport. Oh, we could start working on public transport, and maybe that will help with all of this stuff here. We got all kinds of really cool stuff. We got highways with sound barriers, different lane roads with trees and grass so that we can make things pretty, and hospital, oil power plant, fire station, and police headquarters. More things to bankrupt us. That's fantastic. Helps control the crime rate and keeps citizens safe and happy. Maintain a large fleet of police patrol cars and large number of firefighters and fire engines. Respond to multiple simultaneous emergencies around the city. Oil power plant, we're just going to stick with what we've got there. In the hospital, of course, instead of doing any more just police stations, next time around we'll use these three: the police, the fire, and the clinics. and then we'll go from there. We're also going to do, I was talking about zoning the industrial area for, I think ore is what we were looking at, because that's, take a look here. Resources, is that it? No, that's outside connections. This is natural resources. This here is ore that we're just kind of sitting on and not making any use of. So I'm kind of feeling like if we redo the zoning, or not the zoning, but you know, set up the district and say you're going to do ore extraction, that might help. And then this is fertile land for farming, but we're not going to be using that. But then we've got this area down here, and then these areas over here, the expansion areas that we can set up forestry. And this one over here is a massive forestry area, and we've got some oil up there, so we'll just pollute the hell out of this. We'll grab the oil, we'll put it in our trucks and use them to haul away all of the trees. That's the goal. So we've got lots to do, and it's a little bit more varied than what we've been doing, because all we've been doing so far is zoning and building roads. So if you want to be notified when I add the next video, you can always subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on social media, get notifications that way. Links for that are always in the information section below the video. Please leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.